What's happening, everybody? I'm out here getting all the powdered evil off the monkey. You know, when I was a kid, I thought Tang was powdered evil. Then as I got older, my dad talked me into taking a BC powder one time. Almost choked half to death. So I thought that was powdered evil. Then, as I got older, I found out that it's really pollen is almost powdered evil. There's so many versions of powdered evil. Anyway, we're not here to talk about powdered evil. Generally, I don't review things twice. And what ended up happening was I started thinking about the PISCIFUN Torrent spinning rod with the Flame 500 reel. And I was so impressed with that thing, the whole setup I was so impressed with, that I really couldn't resist doing a video on nothing but using that PISCIFUN Torrent rod, spinning rod, and the Flame 500. Now, I'll bring some things back up again. The rod is a very thin and long, 6'6", two-piece rod that you can get two different size tips for. The second piece or first piece, depending on which way you want to look at it. And I got mine in light and ultralight. That in the Flame reel, which is $19.99. It's a 10 bearing reel. PISCIFUN Flame 500, $19.99. The rod was $52, I believe. I had 10-pound Vicious braid on it with a 6-pound leader. And I was using a, well, it depends on, I changed a couple times, but my leader was 6 pound. You can be, make that decision yourself, which line you enjoy using. I did use Trilene and I did use Mr. Crappie leader, 6-pound leader. I took that thing up to the campground. Today is Easter Sunday, by the way. You won't be seeing this today, Easter Sunday, because I was at the campground all weekend catching fish. Now, surprising thing happened. Behind my camper, where we were parked at, our site that we were on, was a very small, narrow, about the width of a hallway to the water, and it was about 17 feet, maybe, if I'm guessing, 15 to 17 feet long. Briars and sticks and logs and you name it. And I just got out there and said, I want to see how far I can cast that thing and see if I can catch anything. And the sun started going down. So I just immediately started catching fish. I caught a really nice big shell cracker, which we can show a picture up here. That was great. Really hard to bring those fish back in through that little narrow area. But what really got me was, now this you have to take into consideration, was just a 30 minutes to an hour after we had parked the camper. So the sun was going down. I was fishing as hard as I could fish. All of a sudden, I got a thump on the end of that braid. You could feel it really well in that rod. That doubled that line right on down and tipped right over. And I thought to myself, oh goodness, what do you have here? Around a 4 to 4.5 pound, and I could be a little off low wise, largemouth hit. It was everything that I could do physically and that rod and reel could do to get that fish through those briars, through those weeds, past the logs. He got tangled up a couple times. I had to let him go, let him swim back out, then bring him back again. It was a combination of things. It really, really was. And I'm going to tell you right now, PISCIFUN Torrent rod, Flame 500 reel, vicious 10-pound braid, my leader, which I believe at that time was Mr. Crappie, 6-pound, Roadrunner jigs, and the Charlie Brewer jig, or not jig, but grub that I was using was a smoke with black sparkle, and we got that thing landed. I think under normal circumstances, I'd have never got that fish in. Something would have broken. Something would have gave. Maybe he'd have got hung up, broke the tip off the rod, something like that, which he did get hung up a couple times. But it was just a miracle. But I say that, but I don't know. That equipment really showed its stuff. And for the amount of money that I had in it, I can't emphasize enough how good that equipment was. So what I'm going to show you, I decided at that point, my video was originally going to be more on catfishing. And I decided right there at that point, that PISCIFUN Torrent and the Flame 500 reel, they needed a video of their own. I fished as many pieces of that lake and ponds as I could fish using nothing but that rod and reel. What you're about to see, yeah, that was about 3 days of it straight, of fishing anywhere I could fish in that lake and 2 ponds that were there with nothing but the PISCIFUN Torrent and Flame 500. It deserved it. For what it did that night, getting that big bass in without any issues, it deserved it. So here you go. Go ahead and enjoy. There's going to be some fish caught. Best I can tell you. That was an incredibly long intro that should have never gone as long as it did. But I felt like the reasoning behind it's worth it. So there you go. Now I'm going to continue getting the powdered evil off the monkey while y'all watch some fishing. We'll be back in a minute or 2 or 5 or maybe 30. Maybe 45. It could be the year-end special or something. It's not really the end of the year though. It's not even close to the end of the year. It's really the beginning. We still have a special, I guess. I've seen specials for lesser stuff. Are we finally going to catch one? No, guess not. The little guys are out there playing with it. And that's one of the things that I don't like about the curly tails. Okay, let me rephrase that. I had to slow the bait down a bit for this little guy to hit. But he got it. Thanks, little fella. And something finally bit, and I finally hooked it. And it's a bluegill. Come here, Gil. But you see how these things are hitting? Look at the way that's in his mouth. He doesn't have the bait in his mouth. He just managed to get the hook. That tail and stuff's not going in. So, where the other ones, the Charlie Brewers, most of them are going in their mouths. And we got a fish finally. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What is this? What is it? Another crappie. Crappie. We got a crappie. A crappie. And there. What do we got this time? Another crappie. Not a bad one there. Another hit. We got him. We got him. We didn't have the other one, but whatever, we had him. Yep, I'm in a school of crappies here. They are moving around the lake. There we go. That feels like a bluegill. A big bluegill. Bigger bluegill, not a monster bluegill or something, but hello, gill. Yep, but they're all flip-flopping sides here. You get on one side of the point and the other side of the point. I feel comfortable to know that I would never really go hungry as long as I had some fishing equipment. It's a comfortable feeling. Got another little tap right there. We go. There we go. We got one. We got one. We've got one. It feels like a bluegill because it's fighting its brains out. Yep, bluegill. All right. There we go. Okay, we got one. Hey, hey, stop. That hurts. Stop it. Okay, we got one in a place we hardly ever catch anything. Let's move on somewhere else. Over there. Well, right in there, that's where that land, it V's out like that. And you can fish on the right side or left side of that V, and you can catch a lot of fish. So we're going to go from here to there, catch a couple, and then move on. So one of the really cool things about this campground is that when no one's in these cabins, you can fish all outside these things. Now, if someone's in the cabins, you know, you're probably not going to want to come down here and bother them. But, you know, we can just buzz around like this and basically ride right down to the water, which is what we're going to do. We're going to ride right over here to this spot that I was just showing you over there on the other side of the lake. Catch us a couple and then move on. See if we can squeeze around here. Oh no. Put the brake on, turn the key off. We'll get our tripod that fell out because it didn't have a seatbelt on. Oh, we got a hit. Oh, there we go. We got one. We got one. Way out there too, on the Bobby Garland. It's not really fighting, so I'm saying crappie, but you never know. He's darting a little bit. Could be a gill. Yep, it's a gill. A gill on the Garland. Gill on the Garland. What are we doing? Two gills at the moment? There we go. Another gill. See you, gill. I'm so impressed with the distance this thing gets. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, we got him. We got him. I felt that little thud. That's a bass. Way out there. If you can see past my hands, which you probably can't. It's so hard to find a good spot for the camera to be. He's trying to shake her. He wants it out of his mouth. Yeah, I know. I know. Hey, hey, that is just not necessary. Come here. Oh, stop. You've voiced your opinion. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. We got a bite. We got a bite. Oh, we got a fish. How did my drag get down so low? I don't know what we got on this one. Man, he's fighting too. What is this? Another gill. Gills are such fighters, man. Oh, thanks for that. All over my face, gill. Another little gill. Oh, we got another one. Thank you, feller. Wow, that was impressive. That just went in the water and got it. Nice one. Oh, there's another one. Got him. They are under the fountain. They haven't been under the fountain the entire time I've been here. Now they're under the fountain. Well, not under it, but outside the edge of it. Definitely making up for all the ones that I've lost. This one's got some weight to it too. The old Torrent is just, I'm loving this rod, man. This thing is unbelievable. Look at that. Oh, there we go again. These crappie are just piled up, stacked on top of each other over there under that fountain edge. And they are loving some Bobby Garlands. Another one. See ya. Sorry about that sideways belly flop there. Nope, there is it. Oh my gosh, this is every cast, man. This is incredible. They're just literally stacked up underneath of the edge of that daggone waterfall coming over there. Or the water, anyway, they're coming out of the thing, out of the water thing that's over there squirting like it's broken. That, the leak thing. It's another crappie, and they are just piled up. I gotta wonder how many's over there. I gotta wonder. I'll never know, but I gotta wonder. Whoop, whoop. There we go. They are just in there. And this one's got some size to them. Oh yeah, this has got some size. That one, that's. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Man, that is a good one there. He is chunky. He has got the old Torrent turned right upside down. Look at him. That's a good one. That is a pretty one there. Wow. That is actually in where the water's coming down. Let's see what happens there. Oh, and I get a hit. I got him. They're actually in the water where it's falling. That's impressive, actually. Oh, fighter, come on. This feels like a gill. Come on, gill. Gill. Fight me, gill. Oh, come on, gill. Gill. Oh, it's a gill. I knew it was. You can tell just the way he acts. Actually, it's a red ear. Awesome. That could be the first red ear on the Bobby Garland. I think it is. Red ear is such a cute fish. Little teeny tiny old mouths. Oh. That's pretty impressive. That feels like a bass too. Might not be, but it feels like it. No, it's a crappie. Hey, they fought like a bass. Does this ever get old, people? I mean, it just don't. I've been doing this now for like 4 days, and I just can't stop. I can't stop this feeling anymore. Again, I cannot say enough about this Torrent rod in the Flame 500 reel. It's just, they're amazing both together. And with this 10-pound vicious line on here, I mean, I'm casting really, really far. Okay, I don't even want to show you this. Now, he ain't big, but
where was that at?
About, well, I casted from here over in about 10 to 12 feet off the bank, and then he didn't hit till about halfway over. So that's what I'm telling you, they love the smaller baits in here. Come on, be still for a minute. Right straight through there, I caught about a 4.5 pounder last night. I will enter the picture again up here somewhere. In this little area that you see here, it's about 12 feet long, lined by a tree that's laying out here in the water. That's briars, the sticks, mud, you name it, and I got that fish in on the PISCIFUN Torrent with the flame reel and flame 500 reel using, stop it, this Charlie Brewer and a little Roadrunner jig head. It is about 17 minutes after 7. Sun is going down. We're going to see how many fish we can catch in this little swampy area without either breaking a line or sun going down. We can't see no more. So it's a race against the clock right now. Boom! That is literally running the gauntlet. My fish fell off. Gill. You bring in every stick, twig, limb, piece of grass, you name it. I'm not sure he should even count, but he does. What a huge, big, fat, massive waste of time that almost was. You need to walk out here more often.
I'm your good luck charm, honey.
I guess. I bet I've made 60 casts and ain't caught nothing.
I know, I've been watching. Pew!
Funny because you can see the ripple all the way out as it goes. Alright, this is the first step out of the cabin this morning. Actually, it's a camper. It's not a cabin. It is just hit 8 o'clock, which is time everybody can come out and make some noise. Yeah. And I'm going to do this just to see what happens. Got the old PISCIFUN. There is no wind today. Well, very little anyway, compared to what there has been. Oh, oh, there we go. There we go. First fish of the morning. Oh, come on. No, don't go over there. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. Swim back out of there. Swim back out of there. I'm not coming out there and get you, so you might as well. There we go. This rod, this rod and this line is unbelievable. There we go. First gill of the morning. Top of the morning, Gil. This is so fun. Oh, yeah, all right. I should have came over here earlier. I have become the bluegill master. Not a deal. Oop, there we go. I'm having to do the bluegill Heimlich on you. Get that out of there. Okay. Got something there. Another crappie. Another one. Another one. Not what I expected. Again, not something I was expecting. A little bass. Oh, that's a fish. Another crappie. Little fella. So, what'd y'all think of that? I'm gonna tell you, I'm impressed by a few things out there. One of the things I was impressed by was the TCB, the Leland TCB, which is really the fancy pants cousin to the PISCIFUN Torrent. Just what I think. Which, you know, take a 5-gallon bucket and fill it full of what I think, and you'll have, you know, 4 3/4 gallons still going. A lot of room. That's what I'm getting at, in case you didn't understand that reference. But, I mean, again, I don't really like to do things twice. And the last thing I did was I compared that Torrent to the TCB. I truly feel like it's just as good. But that's just me. Just me. So if you get a chance, I've had a couple of people that have said they tried to get one. And it's not easy. They're hard to come by right now. But they're getting them. You want to give yourself some fun. You want to have a good time fishing. Get out there with a decent rod that seems to be really fun. And you get 2 choices of tip. Look up the PISCIFUN Torrent. You ain't going to hurt yourself. I'm sure you've paid more for less. We all have. It's just how it is. Anyway, I truly appreciate y'all watching. And I hope y'all are actually hearing me and this thing ain't just jamming me in the neck. I don't like being jammed in the neck. I really need to figure out some other way to do that. Not get jammed in the neck, but another microphone. Because I'm really not digging this one too much. Anyway, microphones aside, check out PISCIFUN's website. Get on their Instagram. Occasionally they're always throwing down some kind of 25% off or 20% off or something. You might find something you like, even if it's not the Torrent or the Flame. Flame, you can't, $19.99, 10 bearing reel, and it works great. At least the 500, the 2000, and the 3000 do, because I have them. Next video might be on the Viper. I got a Viper 500. Maybe we'll do a little comparison between the Flame and the Viper. Look at there. Look at me. I'm pre-sighting. It happens. Sometimes I look ahead. Most of the time I have to. I don't see as good as I used to. If I look ahead, I can run into something. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you like what you see, hey, go ahead and subscribe. Why not? What's it gonna hurt? Hit that bell. You'll find out about some other cool stuff I may be doing. Or even not so cool stuff. You never know. That's why there's 3 different flavors of ice cream. Actually, there's more than 3 flavors of ice cream these days, isn't it? It used to be just chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. What am I talking about ice cream for? Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.